A catastrophic weather pattern is unfolding across the United States right now, and what I am about to show you is unlike anything we have seen in years. Up to 8 feet of snow is about to bury the Sierra Nevada. Tornadoes in California. A rare 2% tornado risk along the west coast on Monday. Record-shattering warmth up to 40 degrees above average in the central United States, while blizzard conditions pummel the northern plains. This is not one storm. This is a multi-day siege involving 3 separate winter storm systems between now and next Saturday, impacting more than 80 million Americans from coast to coast. In the next 8 minutes, I am going to give you the exact timeline for when these storms arrive in your city, what you need to prepare for right now, and why meteorologists are calling this the most volatile weather pattern of the entire winter season. Not vague information, exact times, exact impacts, information you will not find anywhere else. Let me show you what is coming. The numbers are staggering. 8 feet of snow in the mountains, 65 to 80 mile-per-hour wind gusts classified as Category 1 hurricane force winds. Temperatures swinging 40 degrees above normal in Minnesota, while North Dakota faces blizzard conditions the same day. Wave heights exceeding 10 feet along every beach in Southern California, with a 20 to 30% chance of damaging wave sets on Wednesday. More than 30,000 people lost power in Houston last night, February 14th, during the Valentine's Day severe weather outbreak. Tornadoes touched down in Mississippi while people were sleeping. This morning, Sunday, February 15th, the severe weather threat continues from the southeast into Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. But tomorrow, everything changes. Here is what nobody else is telling you. While the media focuses on individual storms, what we are actually witnessing is a complete flip in the atmospheric pattern. A vigorous upper-level jet stream exceeding 80 knots at 500 millibars. Cold air surging south behind today's system. The door opening for not 1, not 2, but 3 winter storms to march across the country in rapid succession. The first storm arrives Monday on the west coast. The second develops Wednesday across the Midwest. The third could form late Friday into Saturday. 3 storms in 6 days. Millions of people in the path of every single one. So what is driving this? A strong mid-level shortwave trough is ejecting eastward across the southern plains today. This system brought dew points in the 60s across Texas and Oklahoma, creating the fuel for last night's severe weather on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Surface pressure is deepening rapidly over Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas, accompanied by strengthening low and mid-level wind flow. That is why we saw tornado warnings in Houston, League City, Friendswood, Dickinson, and Texas City last night. More than 30,000 without electricity around 8 p.m. on February 14th as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts battered the region. But here is the important part. As this storm exits tonight, colder air floods in behind it, and the entire pattern flips. The jet stream reconfigures. Moisture from the Pacific begins streaming toward the west coast. A new area of low pressure organizes over the Rockies. Once that happens, the winter storm machine turns on, and it does not shut off for nearly a week. But could this pattern have been predicted earlier? Absolutely. Long-range models showed this setup developing 10 days ago, yet many people remain unprepared. Right now, comment below with your city and state. I will personally reply with your exact forecast and what you need to do to prepare. Thousands are already doing this. Do not wait. Type your location now while you still have time. Here is your exact timeline, organized from east to west, so you know precisely when impacts hit your area. Eastern regions, listen carefully. Today, Sunday, February 15th, severe weather continues across Florida, Georgia, and Alabama through this evening. Damaging winds and tornadoes possible until 9 p.m. tonight. The Daytona 500 could see storms after 7 p.m., though the race itself should finish before the worst arrives. By Monday morning, all severe weather clears the East Coast. A few snowflakes possible across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Long Island Monday morning, but nothing significant. A coating to maybe half an inch at most. The East stays quiet through Tuesday. Wednesday is when the northern Midwest and Northeast need to pay attention. Heavy snow develops across North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and Michigan's Upper Peninsula Wednesday morning. The upper Midwest is looking at widespread 3 to 7 inches of snow accumulation. By Wednesday evening, a secondary area of low pressure splits off and targets the Northeast, Vermont, upstate New York, and New Hampshire. Your snow arrives Wednesday night. 4 to 8 inches expected through Thursday morning. Some freezing rain possible as well, creating dangerous travel conditions. Now the central United States. Monday and Tuesday bring record-breaking warmth. Temperatures 25 to 35 degrees above average Monday. By Tuesday and Wednesday, areas from Wichita Falls, Texas, all the way to Minnesota could see temperatures 40 degrees above normal. But do not be fooled. This warmth is temporary. Wednesday afternoon, high winds develop across the central and northern plains. Not much precipitation yet, just wind. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, moisture finally crosses the Rockies, and a brand new winter storm begins organizing. Thursday and Friday, this storm impacts tens of millions. The European model shows scattered thunderstorms stretching from Illinois back to the Mid-Atlantic and the Carolinas on the southern side. On the northern side, heavy snow across Minnesota and the Dakotas. Chicago. You are right on the line. Models currently show 1 to 2 inches, but if this system shifts south, you could see significantly more. Thursday and Friday are critical days to watch. Mountain West, your impacts start first. Tomorrow, Monday, February 16th, the West Coast storm arrives. Snow begins falling in the Sierra Nevada and Cascades early Monday morning. This is not light snow. We are talking about up to 8 feet of total accumulation by Tuesday night. The forecast calls for easily over 5 feet in the higher elevations of the Sierra Nevada and Cascades, possibly more at the absolute highest peaks. Monday afternoon brings the rare tornado threat to California. A 2% tornado risk includes Los Angeles and areas near San Francisco. Tornado warnings in California are extremely uncommon. Take this seriously. Monday through Tuesday, flooding rainfall hammers the coast. 1 to 2 inches in valleys and coastal areas, 2 to 4 inches in the mountains. Snow levels remain above 6,000 feet early in the storm, but significant accumulation occurs at higher elevations. Wind gusts in the Sierra Nevada reach 65 to 80 miles per hour Monday night into Tuesday. These are Category 1 hurricane force winds capable of snapping large tree branches, damaging roofs, and causing widespread power outages lasting days. Finally, the Pacific Coast. High surf advisories go into effect Monday and continue through Thursday. Wave heights exceed 10 feet at all Southern California beaches. Tuesday night through Wednesday night brings a 20 to 30% chance of damaging wave sets. The highest waves target northwest-facing shores along the Central Coast. The Bay Area already has a beach hazard warning in effect through Saturday morning, with breaking waves of 14 to 19 feet. In Big Sur and higher terrain, wind gusts exceed 40 miles per hour Sunday. If you live anywhere near the coast from San Diego to San Francisco, stay off the beaches Monday through Thursday. The ocean will be extremely dangerous. Let me tell you what this looks like on the ground, because the numbers only tell part of the story. Last night, February 14th, Valentine's Day plans were shattered in Houston, restaurants emptied, couples scrambled home as tornado sirens wailed across the metro area. By 6:50 p.m., a tornado warning was issued for parts of Brazoria, Harris, and Galveston counties. The National Weather Service reported severe thunderstorms capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage, moving east at 40 miles per hour. 2 areas of particular concern near Pearland and Rocheron. Residents were urged to seek immediate shelter. Interior closets, bathrooms, anywhere away from windows. For many in southeast Texas, basements do not exist, so families huddled in hallways, some placing bicycle helmets on children's heads for extra protection, pillows held overhead. By 7 p.m., more warnings. League City, Friendswood, Dickinson, Texas City, areas near Galveston. The sky turned green, then black. Lightning flashed constantly. Heavy rain pounded roofs. Small hail clattered against windows. Wind gusts hit 60 miles per hour, bending trees, ripping shingles, snapping power lines. By 8 p.m., More than 30,000 people sat in darkness. No power, no heat. Mardi Gras parades postponed. Concerts moved indoors or canceled entirely. This was supposed to be a night of celebration, but instead became a night of survival. And this is just the beginning. Here is what you really need to worry about. In California, evacuation warnings have already been issued for large areas of the Palisades Fire Burn Scar and the Eaton Fire Burn Scar, effective Sunday night. Officials from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and LA Fire Department are telling residents to prepare for potential mud and debris flows. When 1 to 2 inches of rain falls in just 15 minutes over burned hillsides with no vegetation to hold the soil, entire neighborhoods can be buried. People are being told to be ready to leave immediately if necessary. Imagine packing your car in the middle of the night, not knowing if your home will still be there when you return. In the northern plains and upper Midwest, Wednesday and Thursday bring whiteout conditions. Visibility drops to 0 in minutes, snow blowing horizontal, wind howling, interstate highways become impassable, cars slide into ditches, semi-trucks jackknife. Emergency services struggle to respond because they cannot see the road. And for those who lose power during a blizzard, the house gets cold fast. Pipes freeze. Families huddle under blankets. This is not a disaster movie. This is real life for hundreds of thousands of Americans this week. Right now, leave a comment telling me where you are watching from. I will give you personalized updates on what to expect in your specific area. This could be critical information that protects you and your family. Do it now. This is not just a winter storm. This is not just severe weather. This is not just a coastal flooding event. We are looking at simultaneous blizzard conditions in the northern plains, record heat in the central states, catastrophic mountain snow in the Sierra Nevada, dangerous surf along the entire California coast, severe thunderstorms in the Midwest, and ice accumulation in the Northeast, all happening within a 72-hour window. 6 different types of hazardous weather occurring at once. The strain on infrastructure will be immense. Power grids in California already face stress from 65 to 80-mile-per-hour winds. When Category 1 hurricane force gusts hit the mountains, transmission lines snap, substations fail. Widespread outages lasting multiple days become likely. In Houston last night, 30,000 customers lost power from just one line of storms. Imagine what happens when 3 major systems impact the country in 6 days. Transportation networks will be crippled. Interstates across the northern plains closed due to 0 visibility. Flight cancellations ripple across the country as storms impact major hubs in Chicago, Minneapolis, and Denver. Amtrak service disrupted. Trucking delays mean grocery store shelves empty faster than they can be restocked. Emergency services will be overwhelmed. Ambulances cannot reach patients during whiteout conditions. Fire departments struggle to respond when roads are impassable. Hospitals prepare for surges in patients from car accidents, hypothermia, heart attacks from shoveling snow. Water systems are vulnerable too. Western Nebraska has seen less than half an inch of snow all winter. Soil moisture is critically low. When the spring melt comes, there will be less runoff to fill reservoirs. Drought concerns will intensify. And in burn scar areas of California, even a brief 15-minute burst of heavy rain can trigger debris flows that destroy homes, bury roads, and kill people. But here is the question nobody is asking. Could we have done more to prepare? Should evacuation orders have been issued sooner? Why do so many people still have no plan when forecasts showed this pattern developing over a week ago? Officials are scrambling to respond. The National Weather Service issued tornado watches across 14 counties in East Texas last night, including Cherokee, Rusk, Smith, Sabine, Marion, Harrison, Upshur, Gregg, Nacogdoches, Shelby, Angelina, San Augustine, Panola, Houston, and Trinity counties, all effective until 9 p.m. Special weather statements extended into Louisiana. In Houston, meteorologists from Fox 26 urged residents to move Valentine's Day plans indoors and have multiple ways to receive alerts through the evening. KBTX in Bryan and College Station advised people to carry on with plans but stay alert, noting the system would clear rapidly and pave the way for dry, clear weather on Sunday. In California, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and LA Fire Department issued evacuation warnings Saturday afternoon, giving residents advance notice to prepare. This proactive approach likely saved lives. Residents were told explicitly what to do, where to go, how to prepare. That is effective emergency management. But contrast that with areas where warnings came too late or not at all. In Mississippi, tornadoes struck overnight while people were sleeping. How many received warnings in time? How many had weather radios or apps that could wake them? Emergency preparedness experts emphasize the need for multiple alert systems, a weather app on your phone, a NOAA weather radio, local news notifications. Because if you rely on just one method and it fails, you have no backup. Looking ahead, the National Weather Service continues to monitor all 3 storm systems. Snow forecasts are being updated every 6 hours as models refine the track and intensity. High surf advisories will likely be extended beyond Thursday if swells persist, and meteorologists are already watching for a potential Arctic blast next week. Some models show a large area of below-average temperatures surging south around the beginning of next week, possibly bringing another round of winter weather. The question is whether officials can mobilize resources quickly enough to respond to 3 storms in rapid succession. Do we have enough snowplows, enough salt trucks, enough emergency crews, or will response efforts be stretched too thin, leaving some communities without help when they need it most? Step back and look at the bigger picture. What does this weather pattern tell us? First, the volatility. 40-degree temperature swings in 72 hours. Severe weather one day, blizzards the next. This is not normal even for winter. Climate scientists have warned for years that a warming atmosphere holds more moisture, which can fuel more intense precipitation events, whether rain or snow. We are seeing that play out in real time. 8 feet of snow in the Sierra Nevada is historic. Flooding rainfall in Southern California right after the Palisades and Eaton fires created burn scars is a recipe for disaster. Second, the infrastructure question. Are our power grids, roads, water systems, and emergency services designed for this level of extreme weather? Or are we operating on outdated assumptions about what winter storms can do? When hurricane-force winds hit California mountains, should we expect power outages to last days? When blizzards shut down interstates across multiple states simultaneously, do we have contingency plans? Third, the human preparedness gap. Despite a week of advance warning, many people will be caught off guard. Stores will be packed tomorrow morning. Shelves will be empty. Gas stations will have lines. Those who wait until the last minute will find themselves unprepared. This is a critical lesson. When forecasts show a major pattern shift coming, act immediately. Do not wait. Stock up on food, water, batteries, medications. Fill your gas tank. Charge your devices. Make sure you have blankets, flashlights, a weather radio. Because once the storm arrives, it is too late. And here is what comes next. After these 3 systems move through, long-range models are hinting at a potential Arctic blast around the beginning of next week. The GFS model shows a large area of below-average temperatures spreading across the central and eastern United States. If that verifies, we could be looking at another round of winter weather, possibly even more intense than what we are seeing now. I will have a full forecast video early next week, breaking down the extended outlook. Another potential winter storm around February 22nd or 23rd. The pattern supports it. I will monitor closely. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. Let me recap the critical information. Up to 8 feet of snow in the Sierra Nevada and Cascades starting tomorrow. 65 to 80 mile per hour hurricane-force wind gusts. A rare 2% tornado risk in California on Monday. 1 to 2 inches of rain along the coast, 2 to 4 inches in the mountains. High surf exceeding 10 feet through Thursday with a 20 to 30% chance of damaging sets Wednesday. Severe weather continues today across Florida, Georgia, and Alabama until 9 p.m. tonight. Record warmth Monday through Wednesday with temperatures up to 40 degrees above average from Texas to Minnesota. Then the flip. Winter storm number 2 hits Wednesday with heavy snow across North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and Michigan's Upper Peninsula. 3 to 7 inches across the upper Midwest. 4 to 8 inches in Vermont, upstate New York, and New Hampshire. Winter storm number 3, possible Thursday and Friday, impacting tens of millions from Illinois to the mid-Atlantic. Chicago on the line between rain and snow. Models could shift. 3 storms in 6 days. 80 million Americans impacted. This is not hype. This is not exaggeration. This is the most volatile weather pattern we have seen all winter. You have the information now. What you do with it is up to you. Prepare now. Not tomorrow morning, now. Stock up on supplies. Charge your devices. Have multiple ways to receive alerts. Make a plan. If you lose power, where will you go? If roads become impassable, do you have enough food and water? If evacuation orders are issued, are you ready to leave immediately? Comment below right now with your city and state. I will personally give you the exact forecast for your location and tell you what specific actions you need to take. Thousands of people are already doing this and getting critical information. Do not be the one who waits until it is too late. Tell me where you are watching from. Let me help you prepare. And here is my question for you. With a week of advance notice, why do so many people still wait until the last minute to prepare? What would it take to change that? Leave your thoughts in the comments. You have been warned. You have the information. Stay safe out there.